Welcome to RPM Media. My name is Benjamin Hall, and on today's episode, we're going to buff, cut, polish, and wax the Civic. We're also going to be painting the wheels white, kind of like some rally wheels, and we're also going to be doing a couple other cosmetic things. So stay tuned, because I'm going to make the Civic go from this to this. And yeah, guys, enjoy the show. Alright guys, so this next part in the video is going to be very fun. I've already done half of it because I knew it was going to take a long time. And I wanted to test the waters before I filmed anything really, but check this out. I got this little Turtle Wax orbital polisher. So yeah, the Meguiar's Ultimate Compound, that's what we're using to cut this paint. And we're using the polisher to putting it on there and cutting it and buffing it. And then when we're done, we're gonna use the Gride's Garage Complete Polish. This stuff's pretty good too. We're gonna do the same thing, put it on the buffer, orbital polisher, and spin it around and wipe it clean. And then when all that's said and done, we're gonna pull out the Gride's Garage Ceramic All-in-One Wax, do the same thing at the end. This will seal all of the work we've done and hopefully make this thing look brand new again. All right, so I have finished cutting and polishing the driver's side. It actually came out really good. Besides the spots that have the clear coat peel, there's nothing I can do about that. But I mean, look at that. It's got some shine to it again. So now all we have to do is polish this side up. I even got the rear trunk done. Yeah, we just got to polish this side up. And then yeah, we'll put some ceramic coating on this thing and hopefully it'll be nice and protected and at least somewhat pretty until we decide to paint it. I'm basically using the Gride's Garage polishing compound, and I'm using the little orbital polisher. I'm applying some to the vehicle after it's been used or hit with the cutting compound. And then all it directs is to, do a couple passes and then wipe it off immediately before it dries. And as you can see, it's working wonders. So let's turn this car back to kind of what it looked like when you bought it in the 2000s. But yeah, man, I'm trying my best. It's a pretty gnarly little process. I've done automotive detailing my whole life as a career, and I've never, I do a lot of interior work, and I've never, thank God, this is my first time cutting and buffing and polishing. However, I'm having a lot of fun. It is a lot of work. You see why it costs more. It definitely does a different job than anything you can do with your hands. And then, yeah, voila, I should be able to wipe this off. Look at that, boom, brand new. And that's been the process of this whole car, even with the cutting compound. It is very lengthy. You're going through a lot of rags. You want to use microfibers too. The more higher quality, the better, obviously. And, this is a little expensive process. I tried to keep it cheap, and it definitely costs a few bucks if you want to get it done, but anybody could do this at home. This is something for the DIYers. And boom, just like that. Pretty much polished this side of the car now. I gotta do the mirror and that fender, and then we're gonna work on the front bumper. Yeah, it's a pretty simple little process though. Definitely seems intimidating at first. You don't want to do anything wrong and ruin your paint even more, but this is actually a super simple process. And even someone like me who's never done it before could figure this out off of a few YouTube videos like this one and you know, make some stuff happen. So the next thing that I have in mind is these Honda rims. It's time for a restoration. These are the original Honda Civic rims that come with the car. My plan is to sand them down, clean them up, and repaint them. Check what we're working with now. So I mean, like, it's going to be a total upgrade either way. You know, going from these winter tires to these nice real rims here. So and you know, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean them up and then get some sandpaper and we'll sand them up and get them ready. Going to rinse them off for now. Get all the dirt and mud out of there. More the merrier. All right, so I wanted to film this kind of as one because I'm going to be doing the same thing 4 times. So, you know, there's no reason to film all of it. So I wanted to film one rim and then, you know, you guys will get the memo. So essentially, I've got this thing all taped off. These are our Honda rims. They've been cleaned. The mud's been removed. All we got to do now, we got 400 grit and we have 180. These are sandpapers. So yeah, plan is sand these up, get all the imperfections off there using the 400 grit and the 180. And then we have gloss white Rust-Oleum paint. It's not automotive primer, but you know, it's just wheels, man. And then we have actually automotive acrylic gloss clear. So this will be nice at the end, nice clear coat that actually is automotive paint. And like I said, as you can see why I don't want to film this 4 times, this is a tedious process. You know, a good painting tip is it's all about in your prep. You know, if you spend more time on prep, usually everything else is a lot easier. So yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do all 4 of them. But like I said, I'm gonna show you guys one of them, and yeah, let's get into it. So we got our light base coat on now. We're gonna let this dry up a minute. I'm gonna hit this with the 180 sandpaper, and then we're gonna actually give it a couple main coats, and it should come out pretty nice, man. So let's wait a second, and we'll give it a spray. So giving this thing a nice good coating, making sure all the areas I see are covered, and then we're gonna let it dry, sand it down a bit, and do some more. So I think while that does that, I'm going to prep the next wheel, this one over here, and yeah, it'll be fun. These multiple coats are what is going to make the difference between a shitty looking rim and a really good one. I'm going kind of heavy with this one. That is the heavy layer. Alright. I'm going to let that sit a bit. And we'll probably come back in for one more coat after this. Alright guys, so we've pretty much applied the coats to these things. I think I want to do one more just to be safe. They're looking pretty thick though and pretty glossy, and that's not even with any clear coat. So I don't know, we'll see what they look like when they dry. These 2 have been colored though. They've been sanded, primed, painted, so they are ready to go. Like I said, the only thing left for these 2 would be clear coat. So there is a couple areas of paint I did get on the tires, but that's okay. We do have spare tires in the event, you know, it's like too bad or something, and I'm sure there's a million ways we can always paint them black, red, or something. But yep, It's looking good. Officially finished the other two. I got these two sanded and all dry and ready for paint now. We're just gonna prep them up with tape and then, yeah, send it on its way. So yeah, all this, like, there's a little bit on the edge here. Most of this will rub off when you're on the road, but that might swing a corner hard enough. But that I might need to clean. That's okay. It's a couple hours later. It got dark out here. I've successfully finished painting and clear coating each rim, and we're pretty much done. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna flash forward to tomorrow when there's daylight, and we're gonna slap these babies on the Civic and see how they look. Back to RPM Media. I'm your host, Benjamin Hall. Now, the next day has come. That was the longest wait ever. I was so excited. Anticipation is real. But we got the Civic all jacked up. Busted out the impact. We got the Maxi Flexes on. Now let me show you our work here. I'm getting them aired up right now, but I mean, look at those guys. Totally different than before. You can see we got some paint on the outer edge. It's okay. Most of it will rub off on the road, and then the rest of it I can clean off. Look at those wheels. 20 bucks. I was gonna buy white wheels, and I was like, you know what? Let's make it an episode. Let's paint it. That's my handy dandy Craftsman. I love this thing. You can use it on battery, 12-volt cigarette lighter, or you can plug it into the wall. So I mean, any way you can air up a tire, it's available. But yeah, these look sick. So let's put these on this Civic, man. All right, so we're gonna start by taking off this front wheel here. Look at that. Now these are some really nice tires on here. My winter tires. Those brakes are definitely gonna need to be replaced. We'll probably do rotors, pads, the whole shebang when we do the coilovers as well. But let's put these white wheels on. Let's see how they look. Super excited for this, guys. Now, like I said, it ain't gonna be these ain't no cone eggs or nothing. But you know, the original Honda wheels, we took them, painted them. Cool thing is, I have chrome spiked lug nuts coming, as well as Honda caps, as well as a black and silver branded Honda center cap. So, you know, these are gonna look sick. It's just gonna take a couple of aesthetics. You never want to tighten them all the way until you lower the tire down. So that's a nice start. Boom. Looks pretty good. I mean, for $20, you can't go wrong. Like, it didn't cost much to paint these. These are the rims that come on it. Just takes a lot of elbow grease and some sanding and painting. Now, we got to clean off the rubber. There's a lot of that overspray on there, which doesn't look too good. And then I think once we throw some tire shine on this thing, it's gonna look sick. All right, guys, welcome back. I mean, look at that. A total transformation if I've ever seen one. We're only 4 episodes in, guys. This is what 4 episodes looks like. You know, imagine 50 or 100 of them. But I mean, yeah, we changed the look of this car, man. It is a totally different car. It looks 10 times better. It actually has some style now. Like I said, we're gonna work out this overspray and stuff. So I know, you know, like right now it doesn't look too well, but yeah, I mean, just the overall build of this, guys, it's only been a month with this car. And, you know, it did cost, but I mean, it's really not much when you compare it to some other cars and other things. Hondas are definitely the most easiest and cheapest and available to mod too. And I just look at this thing, man. We've completely buffed and polished the paint. We got the white wheels on. The headlights look amazing. I mean, this thing is pristine, man. Got the subs back there. It's a Honda. This is what a Honda should look like. All right, guys, so something came in the mail. This is a huge part of today's episode. And, you know, it came, I was actually in the middle of finishing editing today's episode, and this showed up. So now I'm going to add this in here because, you know, it's part of it. But I didn't think they were going to show up in time. Unfortunately, we did also order some chrome spiked lug nuts. We also ordered Honda valve, red valve caps, and then we also ordered some limited edition Japan Honda astronaut seat belt covers. I don't know if you guys remember, I was telling you guys in the previous part of the video that we were going to paint the caps red, the center caps to the wheels, and we were going to put a white Honda logo on them. Painting these red, and we're going to put a white Honda logo on them. So after doing a little bit of digging on eBay, I did some research and I found something even better. So these are actual Honda center caps. They're black with a chrome Honda logo on them. This guy, I don't know if he 3D prints these or what, but these were like $9 for the 4 of them. So, you know, cheap. And yeah, man, they're 58 millimeters, so they should pop right in the center of our wheel. But check that out, guys. They are black with like a chrome Honda badge. It's super cool. These are gonna be in the middle of all 4 wheels. And it's just gonna add a lot of aesthetic to the build and definitely make the white wheels pop and have some glimmer to them. And then, like I said, we got the red valve caps coming in. I'll put that on screen here to show you what it looks like, as well as the chrome lug nuts. So these wheels are gonna look sick when we're done. I might have to do the valve caps and the lug nuts in the next episode, as well as the seatbelt cover. But yeah, today I'm gonna pop these in and show you what that looks like. All right, guys, so I'm in the garage now. It is very windy out today, so unfortunately I can't, you know, get this to where we're outside in the nice light. Give it some force. Look at that, guys. Holy cow. But yeah, guys, I mean, like, overall, wow, look at that difference. It totally adds some character to these white wheels. And like I said, guys, we did this for super cheap. We made the wheels white. We made them look aesthetic. I mean, the paint cost 20 bucks. Yeah, you could see, you know, there's a few areas here and there that aren't like high quality or anything. But I mean, for 20, like less than $50, guys, we got white wheels. We added the chrome Honda badge to the middle. We're going to put the red caps on them. So this thing's going to look a lot cooler, more aesthetic than just those plain old black wheels that were there before. And I had a great time doing this. So yeah, this was fun. Like I said, unfortunately, next week we'll have to wait for the valve caps to come in. I did get red Honda valve caps. And then I also got spiked lug nuts coming in. They're going to be about this far out, and they are chrome spiked. So they'll look a little bit cooler, hopefully add some pizzazz to these wheels and make the Honda just look a little bit more Civico than it did before. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. And like I said, next week we'll have to put on the other stuff, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, check those out, guys. I'll put the link in the description to those. Those were, you got to go by the millimeter. These were 58 millimeters, but I mean, look at that, guys. Like, it's perfect. It's got the Honda logo. Each wheel has it now, so you know. Like, look at that, guys. Totally different than it ever looked. Thank you for watching RPM Media. I'm your host, Benjamin Hall, and today was a great episode. We got the buff, cut, polish, wax the Civic. We painted the wheels white. We got the new center caps on there. This thing's coming out a lot cleaner than it looked when we got it. We're just totally having fun doing the build. If you guys are enjoying these episodes, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. These are weekly episodes. Don't miss next week's episode where I'm going to add a CB radio, a radar detector, and a bunch of other cosmetic to the interior. We're just going to keep having fun with this until time runs out, man. But with that being said, you guys can go to www.therpmmedia.com. You can check out all of our videos, view our merch. I am selling this custom Honda Civic shirt that I designed. It is of the same engine that is in our 2004 EX that we're building on the channel. So if you guys want to go grab that, that is going to be at www.therpmmedia.com. You can visit the shop on there and you'll find the shirt. We're also selling a couple other shirts, but don't forget, guys, by buying these shirts, not only are you getting some cool swag, but you're helping the channel, helping us continue the build. Stuff like this is expensive, and you know, to continue it, we'll need your guys' support. So if you guys want to help support the channel and keep us going, don't forget to go to www.therpmmedia.com. You can also go to the link I'm going to put on screen here or down below in the description. It's our PayPal where you can donate directly to the Civic build. Anything you guys send to that link will go directly to the Civic. Like I said, and it just helps keep us bringing these episodes for you guys. I'm going to be bringing more RPM Media videos soon, hopefully more than just the Civic build. I'm going to try and bring you guys some educational content as well as the RPM Media podcast. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, I'm your host, Benjamin Hall. I really enjoyed making this episode today for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down below what you want us to do next. Or any of your ideas for the Civic. I'd love to hear your opinions because I've just been doing this off the top of my head this whole time. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, I'll see you guys next week for the next episode of RPM Media where we install the CD radio, the Cobra laser detector, as well as a couple other interior and exterior cosmetic accessories. So I'll see you guys for that and enjoy.